Hi, I'm Titli and this is my transformative garden. The weather hasn't been particularly kind this week, so it's limited what I can and can't do. However, I have made some progress with the patio. Earlier in the week I had a 1-ton bag of what they call scalpings delivered. Now scalpings is a mixture of bits of rock and grit, and it's great for making a sub-base for a patio. So the first thing to do was to wheelbarrow it all into my hole. And when I'd finished putting the ton bag in, I realised I hadn't got nearly enough. So it was back to the builder's merchant to order another ton bag. And here it is in the hole. Now I've levelled it out the best I can, but the next thing I need to go and do during next week is go and hire myself a whacker plate. Not a whack-a-mole, a whacker plate. And what that will do is it will compress this, it'll flatten it and level it. And then I can think about putting some slabs on the top. Naturally, you'll be able to see me in action when I get my whacker plate out, if that's not too rude. The slabs are being delivered on Monday, and there's 16 of them, together with 12 bags of sand and a couple of bags of cement. So it's all go. And who knows, I might even get the patio down before I go on vacation. My brassicas have certainly had a good watering this week, and I've got a few more plants that I can put in. Oh, isn't technology wonderful? Now you might be wondering, well, which are the broccoli and which are the cauliflower? I have absolutely no idea, and it doesn't make a toss of difference anyway, because they'll still get the same treatment. It'll become more apparent when they start to push their flowers out. I did manage to get my sweet corn in this week, next to the blackcurrants. And talking of blackcurrants, I've discovered a little problem. Some of the leaves are blistering and some of the blisters are quite dark. This is due to the Currant Blister Aphid. Now let me take one of these blistered leaves and see if I... Yep, okay, let me show you. Now, can you see the aphid down at the base of the leaf there, sucking all the sap out the leaf? No, it's not going to affect the fruit. And what happens is the aphids actually leave the plant in the summer and go and winter somewhere else, but then they come back and lay their eggs on the plant for the winter season. So what I'm going to have to do in the winter is spray some bug killer on it. Another thing to take good note of is how well my rhubarb is doing this year. Now I haven't really done anything different this year to last year, but I think this is the second year it's been in this place, so I suspect that last year it was just getting used to its new surroundings. I'm going to pick a bit, maybe have some for tea. Now it's certainly true that the weather's hampered what I've been able to do outside, but it hasn't affected at all what I've been doing in the greenhouse. I've got 3 of my tomato plants into a grow bag using these rather spiffy grow rings. Regular viewers will know what these are and how they work. If you're not a regular viewer, well, why not? Where have you been all this time? Basically they work by putting the water into the outer ring, which then dribbles in the grow bag. Much easier to keep things watered. And this year I've decided to try growing chilli plants in a grow bag. I've put 3 in one grow bag. I'm really interested to see whether, with all that extra space for their roots to grow, whether they grow nice and big and bushy. I guess we'll find out. I love experimenting. Gardening should be about experimenting, amongst other things. For comparison, I'm going to grow 3 chilli plants in pots as normal. And then I'll be able to do all sorts of nerdy things like calculate the yield per bush, or the overall percentage increase in yield of chilies, if there is any, comparing the two methods. Oh, I love science, me. Well, that's all I've got time for this week. Next week could be quite busy if the weather holds and I start to get the patio down. Who knows? Maybe this time next week I'll be sitting on my patio. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching as always. And do join me next time in Titli's busy garden.